Getting ready for the surge in cyber exploits targeting online holiday shoppers? The Secret Service claims no warrant is needed for location data if they track you via app permissions, and Anthropics Claude is testing with the Department of Energy for nuclear safety amid rising government interest. This is Cybersecurity Today. I'm your host, Jim Love. As the holiday season approaches, a new report from B4 AI looks at how cyber criminals are exploiting retail websites and creating sophisticated scams to target online shoppers. B4 AI analyzed around 6,000 domains registered over the last 3 months, highlighting how these attacks are evolving with new techniques and more advanced deception. Some of the key threats they identified include brand spoofing and domain manipulation. Of the 6,000 domains they studied, over 4,000 used popular brand names like Walmart, Amazon, and Target, often appended with terms like shop, deal, or random numbers. These manipulations mimic legitimate URLs leveraging .com, .shop, and .xyz domains, which are cheap and easily mistaken for trusted sites. These are common ways that scammers take advantage of recognizable brands to build seemingly credible phishing sites. There were malware-laden fake apps. Among the confirmed 185 malicious sites found in the report, several promoted fake mobile apps mimicking legitimate platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. Distributed through third-party links on phishing websites, these fake apps aim to harvest users' credentials and credit card details. For example, one phishing site linked to an unofficial Amazon app for Android was designed to quietly siphon data from user devices. There were fraudulent sites often tied to claims like the biggest sale of the year. Everybody loves a bargain. With over 1,500 domains promoting discounts tied to a specific retail brand event like Big Billion Days, a Flipkart promotion, and others, these sites featured banners and design elements that echo well-known brands, luring users in with limited-time offers and prompting them to enter personal and payment information on cloned payment pages. There were chatbots and there was fake customer support. The report found cybercriminals embedding chatbots on fraudulent sites to simulate live support, making the sites appear to be more legitimate. These bots often guide users to support links that ultimately lead to phishing pages or malware downloads. For instance, a fake Walmart site used a chatbot to request sensitive details under the pretense of order assistance. And as a new twist, cybercriminals are integrating cryptocurrency wallet connections into fake retail sites, urging the users to link their digital wallets for purchases. These fraudulent sites steal wallet credentials and siphon funds in irreversible crypto transactions, capitalizing on the growing use of digital currencies in retail. And the report found another new twist: investment scams masquerading as retail offers. Using brands like Walmart, some domains were found luring users into investment schemes under the guise of retail jobs or investment opportunities. Victims are contacted through messaging apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, encouraged to invest money, only to be locked out of their group chats once they make significant deposits. The report is an illustration of just how sophisticated tactics are evolving in online retail scams, particularly around high-traffic shopping periods. The company that commissioned the report is selling a product which, coincidentally, they claim will help solve some, if not all, of these issues. But it's still an interesting look at what to expect in the coming months. If you're interested, there's a link in the show notes. Internal emails obtained by tech blog 404 Media in a Freedom of Information request revealed that the U.S. Secret Service has used location data from ordinary smartphone apps for tracking purposes, asserting that user consent was gained through the app's terms of service. Having that consent, they claim, negates the need for a warrant. The emails detail the agency's use of LocateX, a tool by a firm called Babel Street. LocateX enables tracking of individual movements based on data gathered from common apps. The emails also reveal the internal debates, as some Secret Service officials raised concerns about the legality of using such data without a warrant. One email cited that the data used could conflict with the Fourth Amendment, following the Carpenter versus U.S. ruling, which requires a warrant for cell site location data. However, Babel Street's stance, again, was that the consent through the terms of service allowed the data's collection and sale, claiming a warrant isn't needed because the user gives consent. At least one U.S. Senator, Ron Wyden, disagreed, responding that the practice likely violates the Fourth Amendment, but he also emphasized the need for legislation along the lines of the Fourth Amendment is Not for Sale Act, which would limit government access to commercial data. While the Secret Service has ceased using LocateX, how many other government agencies in the U.S. and Canada might be using this or similar tactics is not known. But the case highlights ongoing issues around user privacy, consent, and government surveillance methods. Going through a Freedom of Information Act request like this, especially for a small publication, is a big deal. 404 Media has been gracious enough to share a lot of the details on their blog. There's a link in the show notes in case you want to check it out, or even chip in a few bucks to help them fund these types of activities. We're also reaching out to them to see if we can do an interview on this topic for our weekend edition. Watch this space. And Anthropic is collaborating with the Department of Energy, the DOE, and their National Nuclear Security Administration, NNSA, to ensure its Claude AI models aren't capable of providing information that could be misused to develop nuclear weapons. This partnership marks the first time a leading AI model has been deployed in a classified setting, potentially a precedent for future government AI collaborations. Since April, the NNSA has been red teaming Anthropic's Claude 3 Sonnet model, testing its responses to ensure they don't reveal sensitive nuclear data. The project has now been extended to cover Claude's 3.5 Sonnet, released in June. According to Anthropic, the findings will eventually be shared with research labs to assist in their own security evaluations. Marina Favaro, Anthropic's National Security Policy Lead, emphasized the federal government's expertise in evaluating national security risks in AI, noting, "This work will help developers build stronger safeguards for frontier AI systems that advance responsible innovation and American leadership." With increasing interest from government agencies, Anthropic recently launched a partnership with Palantir and Amazon Web Services to make Claude accessible to U.S. intelligence agencies. OpenAI and Scale AI are also securing government contracts, while broader AI safety policies are becoming central to national discussions. While Anthropic is regarded as the leader in AI safety, OpenAI also has deals with the Treasury Department, NASA, and other agencies, and Scale AI has developed a model based on Meta's open-source Llama, which is aimed at the defense sector. President Biden recently called for AI safety tests in classified settings, though the future of these initiatives may face uncertainty under the incoming administration. And while the Trump administration is still an unknown in terms of the response to AI regulation, Elon Musk is undeniably in the new president's inner circle, and Musk has been outspoken on the risks of AI. Supposedly, his concern was what drove him to help found OpenAI. He's also supported the recently failed California legislation, which attempted to impose tougher safety measures on AI development. And that's our show for today. You can find the links to reports and other details in our show notes at technewsday.com. We welcome your comments, tips, and the occasional bit of constructive criticism at editorial@technewsday.ca. I'm your host, Jim Love. Thanks for listening.